Hello, beautiful soul family. This is Siman here, speaking to you from the beautiful land of Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt. And I felt called to share a video today about all the current affairs that are taking place in our planet right now in regards to the ascension of humanity, the ascension of our planet. And my main intention for this video is to give a bird's eye view with all the downloads I've been receiving from my galactic guides about what's really taking place behind the scenes versus what the media is portraying and what all the fear mongering is persuading people to believe. So in this video, I'm going to go into depth about what are the energies, why we're in Cairo specifically, what are the energies coming into activating the portals of the Giza pyramids, why that's important for planet Earth, what's taking place with the stock market crash behind the scenes, what's taking place in Hollywood, in the political scene of the United States, as well as dispelling some myths about the coronavirus. So we're gonna go deep into each of these topics and really flesh out the myths from my perspective, from my galactic guides perspective, and really give you a bird's eye view on what is actually going on behind the scenes. So when we look at the world view right now, a lot of people are feeling just tired and exhausted, and we've just had enough, and people have this sense like they want, they've had enough of the drama, and some people just are done with planet Earth right now, and I can totally relate to that. So let us bring in our guides, the galactic perspective about why things are so intense right now. So the way we really have to go back into history, into 26,000 years ago, a new cycle was created. And in this cycle, all of us, all of humanity as a consciousness, we decided to enter a grand experiment of duality. And the main question that needed to be answered or explored in this era was, what would the world look like if we stopped believing in God? What would the world look like if we completely cut ourselves off from God? So what took place was 26,000 years ago, Earth was infiltrated by a consciousness of an extraterrestrial race known as the reptilians from the Orion star system. They entered this planet and started incarnating amongst us. And slowly and surely, they started spreading their fear, they started spreading their control and narcissistic behaviors, and started infecting our population like a virus. And all the control structures that we see currently on planet Earth, with all the class disparities, all the control structures, all the slavery, all the poverty, all the disease, starvation. There's like so much imbalance in our world right now, and all of this is a result of the duality games that we're playing out. So that's the main reason that things have been so intense, and right now we're in the phase of the end of that 26,000 year period, and we're coming to a conclusion. So right now, things are going to climax, things are going to come to a head, and it's literally like there's a on a spiritual plane, there's a battle between the dark and the light taking place, and there's a clash of the dimensions, because Earth is entering into what we call a null zone in this area of the galaxy, where we're entering the photonic belt, and we're currently being held in this null zone or null space, where time and space are completely sealed in a vacuum. And this is necessary for our evolution into the next stage, because all the old games of duality are now going to be ended, and a new cycle is going to be initiated on Earth for the next foreseeable future. Each cycle is 26,000 years. But from now on, the duality games are going to be wrapped up. So there's no going to be no more duality going to be played out on earth of dark versus light. We've learned all the lessons that we needed to learn from the darkness, and we have explored this topic through wars. We've explored this topic through suffering, through pain, through so much misery, through torture, and we've gone through so much abuse that now all this data that we've generated through our experiences, through our consciousness, is now going into all the higher dimensions, and it's going to be able to be harnessed in the Akashic records of our universe, so that we understand what happens when we cut ourselves from God's source, right? So when Earth decided to enter these galactic separation, this duality game, we were quarantined, and we were placed in a bubble, so to speak, and the third dimension of Earth was completely cut off from the higher dimensions. That's why it's so difficult for us to communicate with the higher dimensions. Our angels and guides, they all reside in the fifth dimension and higher. And human beings reside primarily in the third dimension. We're currently raising our consciousness and our vibration into the fourth density. And the quarantine that was placed around planet Earth is now being lifted. So our planet is now being reconnected through a pillar of light to all the higher dimensions, and there's infinite number of dimensions. In this particular universe, we are governed by 12 dimensions, and the 12th dimension being source or oneness, or whatever we may refer to as that eternal creator, the oneness that created all. And from there downwards, now all the dimensions are now slowly beginning to merge. And the way this is taking place right now on our physical plane, the way we perceive it on planet Earth, is that the Giza Pyramid of Cairo is the main hub where all the galactic energies come down to Earth. And from there, it's like you can think of it as a web network of ley lines and energy grids. So from the great central sun, you can imagine like a pillar of light shining down to Earth. And it connects through various star systems, including the Lionsgate portal of the Sirius star system. We're also connected to the Pleiades star system. We're connected to the Orion star system. And many may know that the Giza pyramids consist of 3 pyramids, which are precisely in alignment with the Orion's belt, which is 3 stars. So right now, the Orion's portal has reopened so that we can start merging with the energy of the higher dimensions. And this is done by the activation of the solar disks that are currently existing in a plane on the 5th dimension above the Giza pyramids. And these solar disks have been reactivated after 26,000 years. They have been inactive so far. And now that all of these configurations and galactic technologies are coming back online, we're going to start seeing immense flows of energy coming down into planet Earth, and these are going to start reactivating all of the pyramids around Earth. It's not very well publicized, but there are thousands upon thousands of pyramids on planet Earth, and each of these pyramids is a geophysical computer. These pyramids were built on precise locations on planet Earth where key ley lines intersect, and these pyramids are sort of like power conductors that connect the star or galactic energies to the ley lines and the grids of planet Earth. And humanity is also, our energy comes from these grids. So once we start connecting with the higher dimensions, we're going to start receiving upgrades from the galactic dimensions, from our star nations very quickly. And in the next decade, we're going to start seeing all of our DNA being reactivated. Currently, we're at a 2-strand DNA. We were at a 2-strand DNA. Currently, humanity, at least the light workers who are actively walking the spiritual path and clearing their traumas and clearing their bodies, most light workers are at 3 or 4 strands. Eventually, we're going to reconnect all 12 strands of this DNA. And if you ask mainstream scientists, they have no clue of how DNA works beyond the two strands. They only know the two strands, and they think, or they say that 90% of our DNA is junk DNA. But you see, nature does not create junk. Nature has a very intelligent design, and all of these dormant strands of DNA are where our infinite potentials exist. So we're gonna start receiving all of our memories back. We're gonna start receiving all of our psychic powers back, and as was claimed in various ancient texts, we're gonna start being able to manifest miracles as human beings. So a lot of exciting times are ahead, despite the chaos that seems to be at the forefront of planet Earth. Now, let's start with the stock market crash. What's going on really with the stock market crash? The mainstream media is going to claim that the stock market crash is just a result of all the chaos being created because of the coronavirus, which is absolutely not true. What's actually taking place, we saw the stock market crash coming for the last 40 years, because what actually took place is that in 1913, the year 1913, there was a banking cartel that took over the US and they created the US Federal Reserve, and they are very powerful members of families that control basically 99% of the world's wealth. And they created a scheme whereby they wanted to control the whole world. And the way they devised the scheme is that through the Federal Reserve, they created a system where they had the monopoly to print the US dollars in infinite amounts. So since 1913 to 2012, basically over a period of 100 years, they have created an infinite amount of wealth for themselves. And the way they do that is by using the Federal Reserve as a printing press for money. Anytime money is created, it creates a debt for the national government. So the Federal Reserve lends the money to the federal government. Now the federal government owes them that money. Can you guess how much money was generated over a period of 100 years? It's $22 trillion. Yes, that's trillion is like, take a billion and add 3 zeros at the end. That's an insane amount of money. And all of these bankers, all of these banking cartels, the families who own the Federal Reserve, were basically laughing all the way to the bank, because they funded wars, they overthrew any government that would disagree with their policies, and basically 90% of the world's countries are in their pockets right now. They've placed leaders in every single country on the planet that pretty much is a puppet government that lays out any of their policies that they want to enact. And we've seen the overthrow of Iraq, we've seen the overthrow of Libya. So basically what took place there was that any leader that would disagree with their policies was overthrown. Now what's taking place is that because of this, because we're reaching the end of this 26,000 years, this world management team is now being dismantled, right? So now they're no longer in power, and the light forces, the galactic forces, are now implementing the universal law on planet Earth. So the cabal is literally being dismantled. They're being removed from power. And what's going to happen now is that since last year, the Federal Reserve was no longer allowed to print any more money, and the US government, which is holding on to this debt of $22 trillion, is now defaulting on their debt because they can no longer print money to create more debt. So now the whole system is crashing. That's the main reason behind the stock market crash. And now there's actually the government under Donald Trump that is in place is now being forced by the universal laws to implement what is called Nasara law, which means we have to comply with constitutional law. We are no longer um, allowed to create wealth disparity, to create wage slavery around the world. And now we're going to come to a new gold-backed currency. So for people who are not experts and they're really scratching their head, or they say they don't understand what's going on, if I break it down to you in a few simple steps, the stock market is crashing and it's all a designed plan that's being implemented. If you have money in your savings account, I would highly advise you to take it out before all banks collapse, because all banks will collapse, because banks have been operating under an illegal framework. They're all going to be collapsed. And basically, it's advised that you take your money out of savings at this point. And the safest asset to invest your money would be right now in either land or gold, because these things have tangible value and these things are immutable. They cannot be tampered with. So if you're holding gold, or if you're investing in a real estate property, that's a very sound strategy in these turbulent times. So if you have a nest egg or a retirement fund, it's highly advised that you diversify into a tangible asset, such as precious metals or land. Furthermore, what else is taking place around the world? The mainstream media is portraying that the coronavirus is a global pandemic, and that they're using that because the mainstream media, we also have to understand, is controlled by these elitists, these Kabbalists who own 5 major corporations of the company, including Time Warner, Rupert Murdoch, and all that. These companies own the mainstream media. So whether you listen to CNN, whether you listen to whatever news network you subscribe to, these are all fake news channels being controlled by the same central authority. So they have a monopoly over what information comes out to the public. So we really need to become a lot smarter, and we really need to start doing our own research, because so far we've been acting like sheep who are just led this way or the other, and we've been led to believe many things that are false. So we need to really educate ourselves about what's the truth behind the virus and what's untrue. So the virus is a real virus. It does create, there is a danger of people dying from this virus, but this does not mean that you need to fall into panic or fear, because when you really look at the stats, only 2% of the people who are infected actually have died. And if you look at the just like the average number of deaths that take place on a monthly basis from just a simple thing as medical errors, that's 20,000 deaths, which is more than the number of people that have died from this virus. So the fear related to the virus is false. The virus itself is not unreal. So the fact is that the virus is real, but the fear is not. The mainstream media is completely blowing it out of proportion. And there's another layer on top. There's global shutdowns taking place. Borders are being closed. Italy was quarantined. France is now being quarantined. There's US has imposed a travel ban from people in Europe to the US. So all of these border shutdowns are taking place. So during President Obama's regime, all of these global pandemics were planned to take place since Obama. And the plan of the cabal or the elite was that Hillary Clinton should have now been in power. But because the galactic forces are in charge now, they're no longer allowing these Illuminati to be in control or power. So President Trump was elected as the power, as the current power. I'm neither a Trump supporter nor nor do I speak ill of him. I'm simply reporting what is being downloaded to me as information, and I definitely don't get into political wars or bias or opinion. So what's taking place is that the galactic forces are now calling the shots through President Trump. And President Trump is the perfect candidate for the current situation because he cannot be controlled by the Illuminati. Yes, he's done a lot of dumb things. He may have done things to piss off many groups of people, and that's a whole different story. But when we really look at what's taking place, he's actually using all of these things that are taking place with the virus and the border shutdown. And there are currently 144,000 sealed indictments, which means there's a lot of people who are going to go to jail. And how did these sealed indictments come into place? They came in place because of whistleblowers who started WikiLeaks, and a lot of top secret information from the NSA and the FBI, and secret emails from high-profile politicians like the Clintons and the Obamas were released into the public knowledge. And when prosecutors of the United States government reviewed all this evidence and facts that came forth in the public eye, they found undeniable evidence of child sex trafficking rings. They found undeniable evidence of a lot of misuse of funds. And there's a lot of this that is completely being ignored by the mainstream media. So while there is this, on the surface, we're looking at this virus global pandemic taking place, behind the scenes, this kind of chaos is being used so that travel bans are put in place and it becomes more difficult for people to flee the country, right? So behind the scenes, we're using this, the light forces are using this to our advantage so that mass arrests will be taking place. Another thing we're seeing right now is that the coronavirus has started affecting the Pope of Italy. It started affecting a lot of high-profile celebrities, and we're also going to next. You haven't seen this yet, but my prediction is that we'll start seeing high-profile celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks. This is already coming to light. It's not new news. All these celebrities will start being exposed. Celine Dion, Canada's President Trudeau, Prime Minister Trudeau, his wife is also being implicated. So there's a lot of these high-profile names that are going to come into the public eye, and they're going to be exposed. And a lot of these people are going to be arrested, or there's also people who have chosen to commit suicide by making it look like they got the coronavirus and commit suicide. So the option of suicide is being offered to some celebrities over being publicly tried and having the reputation and names of their families destroyed. So we're gonna start seeing high-profile deaths taking place, and that's the option that these Illuminati have chosen, some of them. Other high-profile Illuminati are also going to be given the option to convert and come into the light, because God's grace is infinite, and if they now wish to ask for forgiveness for the heinous crimes that they have performed against humanity, they will be given a chance to come to the light. So another thing that's taking place is that currently there's about 6,000 science and technology patents that are being withheld from the public, and the cabal have withheld these patents under the guise of national security. And these patents are going, when they're released, and they will be released within the next few years, they're going to release an incredible amount of technology that helps humanity. So amidst all the destruction and chaos that's taking place, there's also a lot of positive developments that are taking place that we're not aware of yet. So a lot of these technologies are going to bring us infinite renewable energy sources. We're going to end nuclear reactors. We're no longer going to need them. There's going to be cures for all kinds of diseases, including cancer. Virtually 99% of diseases of humanity will be wiped out in the coming decade or so. And this is going to be this is the beginning of an incredibly peaceful and prosperous era for humanity. And right now, the chaos and destruction that's taking place, it was always supposed to happen. And this is one of the main reasons that star seeds have incarnated on this planet. So many of us who are currently awakened are already aware of our galactic origins, and we know that we came here with the mission of holding peace on planet Earth. So this is a reminder not to fall into fear, because we are galactic, but we're also human, and it's a natural human tendency to look at all this chaos and destruction and follow the herd. But it is of utmost importance that our guides are reminding us to hold the vibration of peace in our heart. And there's also a reassurance from our galactic guides that every single light worker on planet Earth is completely placed in a bubble of protection. And there's a plan in place for us. Whoever amongst humanity needs to exit the planet through death or reincarnation, and there are many souls that have chosen to exit planet Earth at this point, which is fine. Death is a natural cycle. But the main reminder from our galactic guides is to hold a vibration of peace and not fall into fear, because it is our duty as light workers to anchor this peace on planet Earth right now. And as more and more of humanity awakens, it is not our job to awaken others. This is something that's done on a galactic level from the higher dimensions. But as more and more of us are awakening, it becomes our duty and responsibility to educate ourselves, not fall into manipulation of the mainstream media, and to really anchor and hold the vibration of peace for the rest of humanity. Because when one single light worker anchors a state of peace, it affects hundreds of people invisibly in our aura around us. When we're walking through malls, when we're walking through crowded areas, we're actually spreading the vibration of love and peace that we anchor in our hearts. So it's a reminder for us to meditate daily, completely disconnect from social media, because even social media is full of fear these days and misinformation. Just minimize your contact with people who are spreading fear and misinformation. Meditate, clear your chakras, spend as much time as possible in nature. Cleanse yourself of anything that does not serve you. And really, we're here to raise the vibration of our planet. So in conclusion, this is just a reminder that we are still the creators of our reality. And this is a time where our faith in God, our faith in our Creator, is going to be tested to the maximum. So it's like, this is like our final trial as light workers before we ascend. And we're all being monitored very closely for how we act in these trying times. Because it's easy to spread love and light when things are fine and dandy on the planet. But the real trial of our faith occurs when there's chaos, when there's all of this turmoil on the planet. So right now, this is a reminder that we are going through periods of trials. We are going to see a lot of chaos and destruction. And it is the time where we need to keep the peace and hold it within our hearts the most. So always remember to create a pillar of light around yourself, and release all of your fears from your heart. do your chakra work, do your energy healing work, go to hang out with high vibrational people, disconnect from all negativity around you. And a lot of people who are still caught up in duality will try to convince you otherwise. They'll say, well, love and light is not going to protect you from the coronavirus. Well, my argument is, yes, love and light will protect you from the coronavirus. You're going to manifest the reality that you believe in. It's all about your beliefs. I'm not sitting here worrying about the virus or worrying about the border shutdown. I'm sitting naturally in Egypt, and my guidance is that the border shutdowns are not going to affect me. I'm not worried because I'm fully in surrender. I'm not thinking about the future or what happened in the past. I'm in the now moment, and in this now moment, I'm in a beautiful place. I have beautiful company, and I have access to everything I need. That's because I have let go of all the fear in my heart, and I encourage you to do the same. You're literally getting more and more powerful day by day. Our powers are amplifying, and our thoughts create our reality. This is just a reminder, we know this. This is kindergarten stuff. Like, our thoughts create our reality. So if we allow ourselves to be gripped by fear and we're constantly on a daily dose of like all the fear, then yes, that becomes very real. That becomes your reality. Then you see that timeline. We're currently in two timelines on planet Earth. Some people are in extreme peace. Some people are seeing heaven on earth right now. Why is that? We're on the same planet. It's because we've chosen a different reality. We have not chosen the reality of Armageddon. We've chosen the reality of we're in the fifth dimension and we are raising our vibration and we're seeing a different reality. It's simple as that. So let's get back to the basics, and let's really remember our roles. This is what we signed up for. We knew things are gonna get intense, and there's a lot of assistance available. We are currently surrounded by thousands and thousands of starships of our star brothers and sisters from all various planets in our galaxy, and they're all sending us love and energy and support, right? So ask for help, ask for assistance, and you'll receive it. So that's my message. I hope that shed some clarity and dispelled a lot of the myths and fears. And until next time, sending you all the love from my heart, and take care.